And I'd like to welcome from the GRF board, Jim Matson. And Jim, good to have you back. We used to have Jim on a lot because for one point for a while, you were the board president, and so you would come on quite often, but it's good to have you back. Welcome.
Thank you, Ken. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
And we were just talking about our gardens and all the varmints that get our stuff that we try and grow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what it is. It's part of farming. Great to have you here today.
Thank you.
Yesterday at the meeting, there wasn't, I had mentioned earlier, there wasn't any new business to go over or unfinished business. So the gist of it was committee reports, but I know one of the contentions that have been going on for a while is that TV in the drop-in lounge, right? Over by Clubhouse 1, right?
Yes.
And Brian came up and talked about that, Brian Gruner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully people will cooperate and not try to dictate what's on and so forth, which can happen on something like that.
Yeah, and I know that was part of the thing. People were kind of getting a little bit of tussle about what channel is going to be on, and I don't like this newscast, I don't like that one, or whatever it might be. Yeah. All right.
A little lighter mode here. I'd like to talk about the pickleball grand opening a little bit.
Sure, please do.
And that went really well. I can probably sit here and talk 45 minutes on how all this happened, because paddle tennis was a thing here for many, many years.
Right.
And over there in Gate 12, that court, that was paddle tennis court for a long time, and the board this time ended up selecting that site for pickleball conversion. And the lady that lived right across the street from me was a paddle tennis player for years, and I won't go into her opinion on the transition, but anyway, but the pickleball population here has exploded with all kinds of, and we got a great design for the court, and we went ahead with that and had the grand opening, and it just looks wonderful there. And the people, there must have been over 200 people there.
Oh, wow.
I was invited and went, and Ernesto was there, and who was the leader of the MNC, and talked for quite a bit. There was representatives from City Council, and so it was well attended, and I'm really happy for the people. And as you drive by, you can kind of, when you get up toward the gate, you can look over and in there, and there are lots of people playing. So
now, can folks still play paddle tennis? Are there still courts available? I don't know if those courts are interchangeable. I honestly don't know how that works.
I think there's one of them that
the
paddle tennis people, or maybe two at the most, where paddle tennis can be played.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but I know pickleball's kind of the thing now.
Can I give you another one?
Yes, please do.
Okay. Gates 2 and 8 are now open with the new lifting type gate that allows people in. And then next Monday, gates 2, 3, and 7 will be closed probably for a month, so they can put the same kind of gate entry system there.
Yeah, and that's a good point to really mention, especially gate 3. In fact, I was driving down Moulton yesterday, and the signage is already up along Moulton saying gate 3 will be closed from this date to this date. And you know, that's the big gate, especially when people are going to the Performing Arts Center or whatever it might be.
Yeah, right. That's a significant. You know, so, but
now people still be able to exit, right?
Yes.
From gate 3?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and they can. Yeah, right. But it takes have to drive out of the way to get in there.
Yeah.
And so, which was the same as gates 2 and 8. But the problem we're finding, especially over at gates 5 and 6, which has been done with those lift gates, that people are entering there on the right side, and the gate will not lift. And that's because the cars were never equipped with this RFID thing called
Right.
radio frequency ID.
Yes.
And
yeah.
they don't have that unit on there that the electronics in the guardhouse, they're recognized and open the gate. And so those people are encouraged, and I'm encouraging them, if you want to get in the gate, just come over here and check in. And we got folks here that have put that RFID unit
Okay.
on,
Yeah,
on their car.
Right. And you know, you bring up a good point, because, you know, it's been, I want to say maybe 2 years or so since those started to come into place, and we talked about it a lot. There was a lot of push to get everybody to get those, and they did. But since that time, you know, we've probably had a decent amount of people who have moved in here who may not be aware of it, or things might have changed in their life. Maybe they got a new car, didn't even think about changing over or getting the new tag on the car. So
Yeah, and that has a wonderful security about it also, because the car that comes in is noticed by the electronics in the gate, and then when it exits, either that gate or some other gate, the electronics acknowledge that too. So
Right.
in case we ever had some bad people in here, at least we can know,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
who,
yeah.
what car they have.
So come on over here and to the community center and get those put on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Recommend it. Also, Roundup. That's
Yes,
a
yeah.
hot button thing now. And at our last meeting that we had, we found out that staff has 2 little garden type areas or plots where they are growing different kinds of material. Weeds, different kinds of things, and
Right.
grass and all kinds of things. And then when that matures, then they will test with Roundup and see the effect on that type of greenery or plant. And then because there's a lot of...
Yeah, we're showing some of those plots right now on the screen there, and that's some of the test area. Yeah.
Well, you know, I've been wanting to visit that.
Yeah.
I hadn't talked to people to go over and look at it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, at our next meeting, we should be getting some information on the test results.
Okay.
Such that what Roundup did to this or did not do to a
Right,
certain thing.
right.
So, which would be wonderful.
Right, and that's going to kind of give...
Because there's so many
an answer.
pros and cons come in from the outside on Roundup. And
Right.
on other things. So.
Yeah, yes, there is. So I know that was mentioned yesterday that you know, there could be a cost factor as well, and that all has to be looked at. So at least going forward, whatever is done, people are aware about, well, this may cost more, it may not, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of costs, our finance director made a nice presentation, and it turns out that we are in the black, which is good
Yes.
at this time of the year.
Yeah.
So things are going real fine. So Diane does a wonderful job, and really, you know, having someone competent and that can take care of the finance is very important.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Betty Parker does a great job, but it's nice to have someone in the board, and Diane does a wonderful job for us. So
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah. And we want to mention yesterday, if people want to watch again on Thursday, that Dan Kenny from VMS came on and acknowledged some of our staff here, one of which is our general manager of the station here, Paul Ortiz. So that was nice.
Yeah.
And also Matt Parker was there, and Ray Espinoza from the broadband. So that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do
Things
usually,
are looking good. And,
Yeah.
And our new CEO was in our closed session with us, and he makes good comments, and I'm sure he'll work out just fine once. And the thing is, this place is so large.
Yeah.
And to get in a car and drive all the different areas and United and here. There's so many different things to
Yeah.
see. I mean, it's just incredible what we have, and it
Yeah.
takes a long time.
It does.
And I remember on 3rd, before an MNC meeting, we'd always get in a bus and tour
I remember that
the
too,
area
yes.
where we're going to look.
Yeah.
And in doing so, you go by these places that you never go by
Yeah.
if you're just, going somewhere. So it's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's vast, that's for sure.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add for today?
That'll do it.
All right. Always good to see you.
Yeah, thank
I'm
you,
glad
Ken.
you came on.
Yeah,
You
thank
take
you.
care, and good luck with whatever vegetables and all you're growing this season.
All right.
All right. You take care, and we'll be right back.